Just imagine this for a second. You're in a courtroom and you hear this woman's laugh, just echoing, after she says that about her own husband. She's so smug, so sure of herself. She honestly thinks she's already won, that she's about to walk out of there with absolutely everything. But what she doesn't get is that the real show is just about to start.
Welcome to my channel, Her Warning. We love stories about betrayal, but more than that, we love stories about those incredible moments when the tables get turned completely. And today, oh man, we're diving into a story that's so much more than a messy divorce. It's about a man who decided to take his power back, and he did it in a way no one ever saw coming.
All right, so let's set the scene. We're in the courtroom. You can just feel the tension in the air, right? And this woman's overconfidence, it's practically dripping off the walls. This is supposed to be her victory lap.
So you've got the wife practically glowing with this "I've already won" attitude. And get this, her boyfriend is sitting right there in the back, watching the whole thing like it's a movie. Then you have the husband, just sitting there, quiet, looking totally defeated. But, it's always the quiet ones, isn't it?
And look what she's after. This isn't just about splitting things up. No. This is a hostile takeover of his entire life. She's already got the house. Now she wants half the business he built, plus alimony for years to come. She's not trying to get her fair share. She's trying to leave him with absolutely nothing. And that greed, well, that's what sets the stage for what happens next. She was so sure this was it, the final scene. The credits were about to roll on her big win. But she had no idea that the real plot twist was just seconds away. This is where the first shockwave hits the room.
In a move that literally makes the whole room go silent, he stands up. He doesn't say a word. He just starts unbuttoning his shirt. And everyone is just watching. Because the man standing there now, he's not the soft, comfortable guy she cheated on. He's been completely transformed. This is someone else entirely, and his physical change is only the beginning.
And right there, over his heart, is a brand new tattoo. Remember what she called him? A workhorse? Well, he took that insult, that word she used to mock him, and he turned it into a badge of honor, a symbol. This tattoo is basically a declaration of war. The workhorse is officially done pulling her cart.
So this wasn't just about looking different. This was a signal. The power in the room just shifted, like a lightning strike. He's been quiet for a long time, and now it's time to spring the trap he's been carefully setting.
And then, out comes the evidence. Not just a little bit, a mountain of it. Turns out, while she was busy spending his money and planning her new life, he was doing his homework. He hired a forensic accountant, and they found everything. Money siphoned from their accounts, business expenses faked to pay for vacations and designer clothes. And the best part? An email from her, ordering the whole thing. The workhorse kept all the receipts.
Okay, so she's toast. It's obvious. But you have to wonder, she didn't pull this off alone, right? What about the boyfriend sitting in the back row? How deep does this conspiracy actually go? It's time to connect a few more dots. And here is where his plan becomes just brilliant. It wasn't just about proving what she did. It was about proving who she did it with. The paper trail, it leads directly to her boyfriend, Mr. Brooks. Payments for consultation fees and legal services that never happened. All of a sudden, the guy watching from the cheap seats is a star player in his own downfall. And if you thought it couldn't get any worse for them, oh, you were wrong. The knockout punch. He presents a simple little USB drive. And on that drive, recorded conversations of the two of them, laughing and planning exactly how they were going to bleed him dry. Totally legal, by the way, thanks to one-party consent laws. Their own words, their own scheme, laid bare for the judge to hear. Game, set, match. And just like that, it's over. The judge's words just hang in the air. All assets remain frozen. In a single sentence, her entire world collapses. The money she stole, the business she wanted, the future she planned, gone. Poof. In an instant, she went from having it all to having absolutely nothing.
Now, the courtroom drama might be finished, but this story, it is far from over. This is where we see the real-world consequences kick in. And believe me, the fallout is fast and it is brutal.
I mean, just look at this. This is what a complete reversal of fortune looks like. She walked into that courtroom holding all the cards, or so she thought, and he walked out with the entire deck. It was a masterclass in patience and just waiting for that perfect moment to reveal his hand.
And you want to talk about irony? The very first person to turn on her is her beloved boyfriend, the guy she risked everything for. As soon as his own career is on the line, he throws her right under the bus. So much for partners in crime, huh?
So he leaves the courthouse a winner? Sure, but more than that, he's a free man. For her, though, the nightmare is really just getting started. And there's one last dramatic turn this story's going to take.
The dominoes just start to fall, one after another. 3 days later, the boyfriend is forced to resign from his law firm in disgrace. A week later, she's sending desperate texts that just go unanswered. And then, a few weeks after that, the court launches a full-blown criminal investigation into her for fraud. She's not just broke anymore, she's facing jail time. And then comes the moment of ultimate humiliation. She shows up at his front door. No fancy car, no designer clothes, just her. Broke, alone, and completely desperate. The queen is now a beggar at the gates of the kingdom she tried to destroy.
And she actually says it. I have nothing left. The same woman who tried to leave him with nothing is now begging him for help. I mean, the sheer audacity is it's breathtaking, isn't it?
His response is so simple, but so powerful. He doesn't yell, he doesn't lecture her, he just reaches into his pocket, pulls out a single dollar bill, and hands it to her. It's not about the money, it's a symbol. It's him telling her, "This is all you are worth to me now." And as he closes the door, he leaves her with 7 final words. "Consider it my last act of generosity." And with that, he shuts the door, not just on her, but on that entire chapter of his life. It's a clean, sharp, and absolutely final ending.
You see, when you boil it all down, this was never really about the money or the house. It was about respect. It was about reclaiming his life. He didn't just win a lawsuit, he won his freedom. And that's something you can't put a price on.
So, what do you think about this wild story, that final act with the dollar bill? Was that generous in a weird way, or was it the coldest, most calculated act of cruelty? I really want to know your take, so drop a comment below. If you found this story compelling, do me a favor and hit that like button and share it with someone who loves a good justice story. And of course, subscribe to Her Warning so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching.